In first grade, I learned how to do nice writing.
Gracie is like most 7-year-olds, learning how to read and write and enjoying school. But something happened to her just after she was born that made her life very different to her friends.
My daughter lost her bottom lip and both ears due to a birthmark. Gracie was about 22 days old when she lost her bottom lip. My mom was holding her and I went to go feed her, and I looked at Gracie and I looked at my mom and I'm like, where's her lip? I didn't know where her lip went. I was freaking out. That's when we made a mad dash back to the emergency room. When she lost her lower lip, she had a big gaping hole and she only had just a little skosh of a lip over here, and all of it was gone. You could see her gums and you could see the inside of her mouth. I just didn't know what to do. She didn't look the way she looked when she was born.
Doctors knew from pregnancy scans that little Gracie could have issues with her chin, but everything seemed normal when she was born.
When I was pregnant with her, they noticed that she had a smaller chin. I had a C-section with her and they pulled her out and they're like, oh, her chin looks good. So we thought, okay, we're in the clear. The nurse, she was looking at Gracie's face. I thought that was kind of odd. And when we looked at her, we noticed that she had a little spot on this ear. She had a little tiny, let's say the ballpoint of a pen on her chin. They said that Gracie could have a birthmark or something more serious.
It turned out those birthmarks were a symptom of something a lot more serious.
At 9 days old, we find out that she's got the airway hemangioma.
A hemangioma presents itself as a bright red birthmark and is made up of extra blood vessels in the skin, and Gracie had many of them.
It was on her neck, it was up behind her ears, and she had an airway hemangioma, and that took up 30% of her airway. So we were in the hospital and they're like, well, it could cause ulceration, and that's essentially what was happening to Gracie, is ulceration to her bottom lip and to both ears.
An ulcer forms when surface cells die and are cast off. In Gracie's case, it meant her ear and lip tissue died off as a result of the hemangioma, which is how she lost her lip and ears.
The process of Gracie getting better was due to multiple different things. Gracie's had multiple laser surgeries. We're ready to go for her 8th surgery in New York next month. She's had her mouth widened 3 times. She's had 2 skin grafts. The opening of her mouth prior to widening it was the size of a nickel. You couldn't brush her teeth very well. You couldn't fit a spoon in. She couldn't have a lollipop.
But little Gracie is a fighter, and she's got big plans for her future.
She wants to be the president of the United States. She's smart, she's witty, she's tough.
I can do the monkey bars.
I am seen. Are you?